Hi y'all. Okay, so today has been a very, very long day. I don't really feel like showing my face and I don't really feel like doing anything but going to bed, to be honest, but I really need to pot up the imports that we unboxed together. It has been 2 days now, question mark. And yeah, my lips are really dry. Hold please. Yeah, so it's been a very long day. I wasn't gonna do this today, but it's been 2 days already, and one of the issues that I had with the last import, I think, is that I ended up leaving it in the bucket of water for like a week. And so there's a big part of me that's like, if I don't do this now, I'm gonna keep finding excuses not to do it, and they're actually looking really good. So I need to just stop being a terrible plant mom and get it done. So that's what we're gonna do. But yeah, I'm not feeling that great, y'all, to be honest. It's a piss poor time to be a female at this moment, if you catch my drift. And I'm just over it, y'all. Like, I'm so over it. This stuff is so heavy, it's like breathing. If I'm feeling froggy and I want to leap, I might even repot a couple other plants, but for now the 3 that we unboxed together is priority. So that's what we're gonna do today, just get some things done. I ordered some things off Amazon. I ordered, first of all, my husband got me these bins at Walmart. Stop. If that's not me, what is? Come on now. They're only $4.98 at Walmart, y'all. Walk, don't run, because I'm about to clear the shelves. Anyway, on Amazon, I got a pack of scoops. This is a stack of them, by the way. They're not, yeah. Anyway, it makes scooping and pouring more precise, so I'm not pouring substrate all over the place. So we've got our handy dandy scoop, which I'm actually really excited about. It's kind of stupid, but we also have Lechuza Pond. I think I told y'all that Lechuza was having a big sale for St. Patrick's Day. I don't know if it's still going on because it's definitely not St. Patrick's Day anymore, but you know how some companies will like run the sale all month. So check the website out just in case. I will link it down below, not sponsored, just saying. But I think I told y'all eventually I want to switch, there we go, now you can see it, all of my plants into Lechuza Pond. And so I ordered, how much did I order? I don't remember if I got 4 of the big bags and 1 medium or 5 of the big bags and 1 medium, but I got a lot. I got like a shit ton, y'all, because eventually I'm going to get all of my plants into Lechuza Pond, but I'm having a really hard time finding catch pots for all of this. Everything that I find has holes, which is stupid because when I was looking for pots with drainage holes, couldn't find them anywhere. Nothing had drainage holes. Now that I'm looking for pots that don't have drainage holes, everything wants to come with a drainage hole. It's annoying as hell. Anyway, it's driving me crazy if you couldn't tell. Moving on. The first thing that we are going to pot up is our delicious Delaney. That wasn't even plants. The delicious Delaney. It's looking good. It has not started yellowing. Fingers crossed. I think it's doing all right. It's been in the cabinet. And this time around, instead of just using plain water, I did put some Super Thrive in it just to see if that makes a difference. I'm having a really hard time with my imports because I think I don't know, like I'm just not used to this environment or something. Like I can't seem to get it down pat. I have placed hygrometers in different parts of this space just to see, like, just so I can kind of like wrap my head around like what the temperature usually looks like, what the humidity typically looks like, because it's so different than my old house apparently. Like I've never really struggled with imports. I've had a couple imports die off on me, but they're like notoriously difficult plants, like my fibrosum, the regale, like those are notoriously difficult plants to begin with. So them dying off like was not a shock. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm not used to Anthurium and I'm struggling because lately I've been importing Anthuriums. I don't know. But things aren't looking real good right now with my import plants, and I've paid way too much money to have things not be looking good. You feel me? So we need to figure this out. The conclusion is that it's like super low humidity in here. Like right now, One of the hygrometers just like maybe 6 or 7 feet from me over this way, it's saying it is 19% humidity in this room. Dry as hell, like desert dry. So yeah, that explains a lot. But also my plants weren't out in the open, they were in a tent. And I mean, I didn't have the hygrometer in the tent, but I would assume there's some humidity in there because I had a lot of plants that were sitting in water. Like, come on now. So I don't know, y'all, I'm struggling. And I keep trying to tell myself, like, it's not about having perfect plants. Like, the struggle is part of the journey, and I learn every time I struggle. So like, don't get in your feelings and stop taking it so personal when your plants decide to act up. But sometimes that shit just gets annoying, y'all, and I'm just like, can you just please not ruin my life right now? Anyway, I'm putting down some netting because the holes at the bottom of this pot are fairly round and they're pretty big. So the substrate, the Lechuza pond would just like drop right through it. That was a lesson learned with the last batch that I put in Lechuza pond, because there's literally Lechuza everywhere. Every time I touch those plants to water them, Lechuza spills everywhere. The other imports that we unboxed together, that's so much better. Nice. I'm so smart sometimes. Emphasis on sometimes. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I need to repot the Anthuriums that we unboxed the time before last, because I put them all in these huge, wow, okay, emphasis on sometimes I'm smart. I'm so scatterbrained. It's late and I'm exhausted, y'all. Yeah, I need to repot them into smaller pots because I put them all in these massive freaking pots and they don't need all that. So eventually I'm going to repot those as well. We will see. I'm gonna bury as much of this stem as I possibly can. You know what? I need to put this on this side. Why am I tripping right now? I really do like these scoops though. I will list them down below in case you're also looking for scoops. All of y'all probably have scoops because you're prepared, unlike myself. I'm late to every game, but that's all right. Oh my god. I really get on my own nerves. What the hell are you doing? Okay. Did it need to be this full? Probably not. Am I doing the most? Probably. I really be irritating the hell out of myself sometimes, I swear. What in the hell? Oh my gosh. Why are y'all here? I swear. That would be annoying as hell. I'm so sorry. Okay, anyway. Okay, so boom. There we have it. The Delaney potted up, and I even wrote it a little tag because y'all know I need to mark these because I will forget what they are. For now, we'll just use this little ghetto rigged cash pot. Went to the dollar store, got a 3-pack of these squares, and that's gonna have to work for it now. Should I use the water that I used before? Sure, why not? We're gonna recycle this water. I think that's a good idea. Maybe, we'll see. To be determined. It's got Super Thrive in it though, so. What's the worst that'll happen? Let's not say that too loud, it might hear us, and then it'll croak. Okay, I think we're good. So here is the, I don't want to tip it because there's water in it now, but here's the Delaney. Nice and potted. It's gonna go back in the cabinet. Boom, one done. Okay, next. Here's my pride and joy. This is the Besse crossed with the Nigroliminum Gigi. Somehow this leaf is like snapped. Not sure how that happened, but here we are. All right, the roots on this one were looking really good. And I think I'm gonna put it in the same size pot as the last one. That seems about right. Everything I'm using I will link below. Most of it's from Amazon. None of it is sponsored. They don't know your girl exists, okay? And I'm just cutting like little slices into this square just to make it easier to fit into this circle. Sometimes my brain be working with me, y'all. Sometimes my brain be working with me. I'm just kind of pushing down the edges to flatten this out a little bit. These next roots are looking pretty good. Pretty good. We'll see what happens. I'm not very familiar with Anthurium, so for me to sit here and be like, oh yeah, these roots look great, or they don't look great, like it's hard to tell because I feel like Anthurium roots don't even rot the way that philodendron roots do. Like maybe they do, but I don't know what I'm talking about right now, but I just feel like they look thick and healthy, but I'm like, do they always look like that even if they're rotting? Like what do rotted Anthurium roots look like genuinely? Philodendron roots, I can tell if they're like going to survive or not. Like they might look good, but you can just tell that they're about to rot. I can't do that with Anthuriums. Like these look good to me, but like I couldn't tell you if they really are good. So I feel like Anthurium roots are kind of like orchids. Like when they rot, they stay white. Am I making sense? Am I making that up? I don't know. I'm not as well versed with Anthuriums as I am with philodendrons. Philodendrons and monsteras make sense to me. I have the most experience with those. This is like Aladdin. It's a whole new world. I don't know what I'm doing. We're learning as we go. I love the substrate, y'all. Look, tug test. It's already just like nice and in there. Like I'm tugging. I like this. I like pon. I really hope it works out because this is my preferred substrate. So I hope it's their preferred substrate because I like it. Got a little name tag. Hello, my name is Beautiful. I'm gonna reuse this water in here. We're gonna pour it slowly. I wonder what slow release fertilizer they have in this. Pretty sure I can look that up if I truly wanted to know. I'm pretty sure I should look that up actually. I'm just pouring some water in until I get a decent reservoir. Actually, these little square things kind of came through in a clutch. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, so there is our beautiful Besse Nigrolaminum GG hybrid. Our Anthurium Nigrolaminum GG. The roots on this one are looking a little bit smaller. Can we fit it in something like this though? I really love this scoop, y'all. It's so much easier. All right, little GG. Here are the roots. Looking pretty good. I am gonna kind of like push this down a little bit so that it's pretty deep down into the pot. And there we go. I don't have to worry about it toppling over. I don't have to worry about supporting it with a stick. Like it's just holding it really nicely. So I'm a fan. There's a couple plants that were already established that I switched into pon, like my Monstera and my Elbow, one of my little baby Anthurium seedling things. And they're loving it. Like the roots on those things are insane already. So I really do think that this is the move. Like I think even though it is expensive, I feel like pon is going to be the move, at least for me. I don't recommend y'all just like switching out your plants for no reason. Like if you're happy with whatever substrate that you have, then stick to it. But if you're not happy with your substrate, I say give pon a try, even if it's like DIY, make your own. I think Plant Life Lex has a video on making your own pon. I'm pretty sure, like I'm willing to bet good money on it because I'm pretty sure I watched it when trying to decide if I should try pon. So I will try to find that video and link it down below, but it doesn't seem hard at all. The other reason that I'm like really wanting to switch over to Lechuza is because I have been having really, really bad fungus gnats ever since moving. I can't do fungus gnats, y'all. It's so annoying. Like I can't do that. I can't F with the fungus gnats, y'all. I want to clean these leaves off a little more. I couldn't find a rag, but I grabbed a tank top out of my drawer and I'm just going to use this Super Thrive. This is, what is this? Foliar spray. Because I can't find anything else. So I figured, well, I'll use this foliar spray because it's meant for the leaves and I'll wipe the leaves off. And if it gets a little nutrition from it, then that's a bonus. I'm just really scared that I am going to end up snapping one of these leaves. Gosh. Moment of silence, y'all. Hold your breath. What I should do is get those microfiber gloves that I keep seeing everybody have where you put the microfiber glove on and then you can just clean your leaves like with your fingers. Like instead of having to hold this shirt, I would just literally rub the leaf with my hands with the gloves on, you know? First I was like, that looks crazy. And it does. Still. But it might be a good crazy, y'all. I hate cleaning leaves. My hands start to cramp up. So maybe if all I had to do was just rub the leaves down with my fingers and I don't have to hold a rag, are you kidding me? Maybe that's the move. Maybe that's the move. I'm gonna just have to go out looking crazy. It's all good. It looks so much better with clean leaves. Oh my gosh, you can actually like see the shine in the color. Look at that. Come on. Come on. Nice, 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 nice. Look at that. Ah, cut it out. So there's the Gigi in all her beautiful glory. I go ahead and wipe down all the leaves while we're here. Why not, right? This tank top might end up just getting cut up and turned into cleaning rags. Leaf cleaning rags. If y'all hear my dog whining, he's okay. He's just a big baby. He's the one that's always in my face in every video. And the fact that he can't be in my face right now because I put him in his crate is driving him crazy. Usually he's chilling, he's fine. But I needed him not to be all over me right now. And he does not know what to do with himself. He's like, please let me lick your face. So he's fine. He sounds sad and pathetic, but I promise you he's fine. He's got his bone in there. He's just spoiled. And he's not getting his way right now, so he's upset with me. But I'll snuggle him after this video. He'll be okay. Look at this. Can we talk about it? Can we talk about it? Look at that. Oh, snap. Okay, let's do a before and after. Y'all see this ashy leaf? Fresh out the shower type ash. Before. After. Kind of looks crazy because this leaf is like a little janky, but you'll see the difference. It just looks so good. The thing is, I love the look of clean leaves. I just hate cleaning the leaves. Like, I do not enjoy cleaning the leaves. I was watching a video and I can't remember who it was now, but I was watching somebody's video where they're like, I love cleaning the leaves. It's therapeutic. And like, I wish that I could agree with that, but I cannot. It's stressful. My hand starts cramping. I get bored. Really, I need to incorporate it into my like watering day routine, but y'all, I just don't be doing it, y'all. I hate it. I put music on, I listen to an audiobook, tried watching TV. It's just after a while I'm just like, yeah, I'm over this. For sure over it. But then once it's done, I'm like, oh, why don't I do this more often? It looks so good. And I know it helps the plant like retain nutrients and light and all that stuff. So I know it's good for them. I don't like it, y'all. I don't like it. But anyway, I'm gonna try to get better about it because it's only fair, I guess. I know y'all heard that. Shoot. See, I done got too comfortable and I started moving too fast. And I split this damn leaf. Daggone it. Let me slow down and relax myself. I'm sorry, little leaf. That was a complete accident. My bad. My grandma has this like epic elephant ear. Well, it's my husband's grandma, but she's my grandma too. She's had this elephant ear for like, I don't even know how long before me and my husband got married, but this thing is like big and beautiful, and she keeps it in a pot. She takes it in during the winter months and then sets it out on the deck in the warmer months, and it doesn't ever go dormant. It just like stays big and beautiful. But anyway, anytime I find something that's like elephant ear like, I like want to buy it for her because I've never known anybody to be into plants like I am. And I mean, she's not as like pressed as I am. Like really her main plant is her elephant ear, but she talks to it every day and It grows like huge and beautiful. And it's crazy because when I try to like grow elephant ears, like a mojito or whatever else, indoors, it immediately dies. So I was like, I don't know how you keep this thing alive like in the house. And she's like, I talk to it and I show it love, and like plants like to be talked to, like it helps them grow. It's just as important as like water and sun. Like you need to give them positive words and positive encouragement, and it'll give you positivity in return. So anytime I'm doing something other than just like a quick water, like anytime I'm really like sitting down and cleaning leaves or, you know, tending to it, I'll sit and I'll kind of like think of her, and I don't know, it makes me think of her. It makes me want to go and visit her and see how she's been. It's been a minute since I've been up there. My husband and the girls went up there this past weekend, but I was down for the count this weekend. So I stayed home, but I miss her and I want to go spend some time and visit. Anyway, but yeah, just sitting here wiping the leaves down just reminded me of that conversation with her. And I gave her a cutting of my huge monstera, and it's doing really well. So yeah, anyway, so here is the Delaney eye, all nice and clean. Everything's looking all nice and clean. God, they look so much better when they're clean. Imagine that. So here is an Anthurium hybrid that I got as an itty bitty seedling. I will try to put up a picture of it right here from when I first got it, and this is it now. It went through a little phase of not giving me leaves because, like I've said 8,000 times, I go through phases where I'm a terrible plant parent sometimes. I just get a little stressed, a little overwhelmed, and my plants suffer. And so for a while it stopped giving me new leaves, and when it did give me a new leaf, it gave me like a very small leaf that kind of struggled. So this is the first leaf that it's given me since being on the struggle bus. And y'all, this is a Forgetii crossed with a red crystal, and you can definitely see the red crystal in this newest leaf. It's still soft, so it's not even completely hardened off. It's still growing and getting bigger, which is, it's so exciting because it just looks so good. It's like a very, very dark in person, and it's got a slightly like red rim around it. Can't really see it in the camera, but it's just looking so good, and I'm so proud of it. And it's pushing out another leaf. So I was keeping all of my Anthuriums in sphagnum moss and perlite, and they all seem to really enjoy that. So I've just been sticking to that. But I kind of want to see what happens if I put it in pond. This and my pallidiflorum are two that I'm really interested in sticking in pond. Let's do it. Why not, right? I really hope I don't regret this. Please, Lord, please don't let me regret this. I would genuinely think the roots would be way more vigorous than this, given how this has been growing, but hey, it's been growing, so I won't complain. And like I said, I'm not super familiar with Anthuriums. So I don't know if this is good or not. I feel like they grow so slow in general, so maybe this is, I don't know, maybe this is their version of a vigorous root system, who knows. The original roots don't look like they're very healthy anymore. Y'all see that? So these were the original roots. Kind of looks like they've like died off a little bit. They don't look fresh or healthy. Interesting. Maybe that's why it wasn't giving me growth for a while. Maybe I like dry rotted the roots and it had to get new roots in order to grow again. I am so sorry. That is so jacked up of me. My bad, my bad. But look what you've become. Oh, I just broke off a big root. I know this plant is so sick of my shit. So I'm glad that we did this, because what I'm gonna do is just snip it right here, because this is where the newest root is. I'm just gonna snip all this off because I feel like it's all rotted anyway. We don't need that kind of negativity in our lives. So these were all the old roots and they don't look good. They're like rotted and soft and mushy. So that's dead. And now it's got some beautiful healthy roots on it. Let's make sure I don't accidentally snap any more off. And then I'm going to stick this in Lechuza. I think one of the good things about Lechuza is that you don't have to get like the entire substrate off of it. So I'm not super stressed. Yeah, we're gonna stick it in this little one. Yeah. Okay, I'm glad we did this. I would have never known what those roots look like. I never done that. And I really like clear pots anyway. I want everything to be in clear pots because I like to check on the roots, and I'd rather not disturb the roots when checking on them. So clear pots for the win. I know some people say that clear pots are bad for your plants because then like light gets to the roots and you shouldn't have lights get to the roots. I personally have never had any issues. I'm not at all telling you how to tend to your plants though. Do whatever works for you. This is just what works for me, so that's all. That's it. I'm excited to see how the growth takes off once it gets into this Lechuza. Let's hope that these leaves get like stupid big after this. Okay, sweet. Give it its little ghetto catch pot. Ooh, that fits perfectly in there. All right, and we're gonna water it. I'll go ahead and clean these leaves off too while we're at it. So there is our Forgetti crossed with a red crystal. Let me make a tag for it just in case, because like I know what it is right now, but I have forgotten what this is so many times, and I've had to go back in my messages and like dig it up to try to figure it out. And now it's doing its thing. Y'all, I'm so excited. Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Lizzo's next? Lizzo's already in it. In a thing. Good thinking though. Do we want to do the Pallidiflorum?
Yes.
All right. This makes me nervous, but we're gonna do it. This usually pops leaves like crazy, and it's been really slowing down for me. It does have a new leaf coming though, but now I'm curious to see what the roots on this is looking like. So we're gonna stick this in some Lechuza as well. Oh, the roots are like stuck to the pot on this one. Maybe I shouldn't have done this. No, it needed to be done, honestly. I need to put this in pond because I think it'll thrive better. Here's my thought process. See how the stem is like so, I don't know, it's like so long and lengthy. Part of me is thinking if I cut it right here and keep this new healthy root, it can kind of start fresh. But then the other part of me is like, okay, but then all of this root goes to waste, and like, pretty sure that might not be a good idea. But then the other part of me is like, do it. Who cares? Just do it. This is crazy. All of this is just root ball, like old sphagnum moss and a ton of adventitious roots. Oh my gosh. And there's no way I'm going to be able to transfer this to pond if I don't get all of this moss off. Okay, sorry about that. I have a kiddo that's not feeling well, and so she needed my help. I need to go check on her for a second. So the angle might be a little bit different, but we were dealing with this Pallidiflorum, and here's my thoughts, is that even though this is a crazy root system, and I would typically think like, okay, let's keep the root system, the problem with that is that I'm trying to switch it over into Lechuza, and I'm not going to be able to get all of this moss and stuff off of the roots in order to do that. So I'm thinking I'm going to cut it. It's kind of stupid to do, especially because it is pushing a new leaf, but it kind of is what it is at this point, because I don't know how to get these roots out without breaking them off anyway. So we're gonna chop it. I know that that's gonna upset some people, and that's okay. Just remember, this is my plant, not your plant. It's not gonna affect you in your real life, so let's not get too crazy, okay? But I am gonna cut it. So we're just gonna do it before we think too much about it, and it's done. Okay, problem solved. Yeah, we're definitely gonna stick it in this one. I'm gonna lay this across my lap for now, I guess. This is the only issue with like these types of plants. As much as I like this plant, it's kind of annoying because it's like watering it is obnoxious. Trying to find a place for it to live is obnoxious because it's just like so long that it gets in the way. I have made an absolute mess all over this daggone floor, but that is okay. Lord, give me the strength to clean it up before bed tonight because it's already past my bedtime. It's like 10:30 right now, y'all, and I'm feeling it. I am tired. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna get this to stay support itself. I was just saying how much I loved that Lechuza like supports the plant, and now it's just like not supporting this plant. But to be fair, this is like a really weird shaped situation going on in here. So do we have any more? Ah, we got one left. We got lucky, y'all. We got lucky. Now we're gonna water with some of this Super Thrive water. And there we have the Pallidiflorum. Hopefully I didn't just like completely piss it off when it's got this new leaf coming. Did I snap the leaf? Y'all, I think I snapped the leaf. Oh my gosh. I am so sure it is sick of me right now. This Pallidiflorum cannot catch a break. I'm pretty sure I snapped the tip of this leaf off. But there's still, it still looks like there's leaf in there. So it's going to unfurl, but it's going to look raggedy just like the rest of these leaves because I can't get my life together. And I kept ripping it and breaking it and snapping it and singing the same song on this leaf. So what else is new? Oh, I am so sick of myself, I swear. I'm going to go ahead and clean off its leaves. Even though I'm sure it's scared because I'm scared because every time I touch these daggone leaves, something rips or snaps or breaks. Okay. I'm going to leave this Pallidiflorum alone now. Gonna go put it back. I'm going to repot some of these that ended up getting put in like massive pots for no apparent reason other than lack of pots. It's got new roots already, y'all. You see the new roots? Stop it. A lot of these are dead, so I'm going to trim these roots down pretty heavily, but keep any roots that look like they're growing new roots. A lot of this is dead though. Oh, I'm so excited to see that. Thank you, Jesus. If you don't like roots being cut, now's your turn to look away. But I promise you these are not healthy roots. Like, quite obviously not healthy roots. They are like molded and rotted and not doing anything good, versus something like this where you see healthy growth. So anything that has healthy growth is staying, obviously. Anything that does not have healthy growth is not staying, obviously. And that's that on that, Jack. There we have it. It seems drastic, but the roots will grow back. And honestly, none of these were doing anything for this plant anyway. They were literally rotted and dead. So truly just did it a favor. I'm also going to pull off this leaf because it's already yellowing. So we're just gonna go ahead and pull that off. Seeing that new root growth just gave me life, y'all. That's one that I was like, please do not die. Like, I've been wanting one of those for so long. That's the Cyranoia agapornis, I think it was called. Okay, we're gonna reuse some of the substrate that it was already in. Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you. Can't really see it, but there is the Cyranoia, all nice and repotted. Oh, I'm so excited about that root growth. Yes, all right. I need to go to the dollar store and get some more of those square bins. All right, y'all, a not so happy situation is this Exstipulatum. This Exstipulatum does not look like it's doing well at all. Yeah. It's very mushy up here, as you can see, like super squishy and mushy. I don't really know how to rehab anthuriums. All of this is like dry rotted. I'm seeing nothing that's even possibly good root. And honestly, even the stem looks kind of mushy. Like nothing on this looks good. What I'm gonna do is just cut it here. Oh my goodness. There we go. I'm gonna cut it there, and then I'm gonna cut it right here. I don't know, even the stem is just very mushy. Like I know that this is a node in here, but I don't know if it's viable anymore. Like all of this feels very mushy. You know what? I feel like maybe we'll just call it a loss, to be honest. Like maybe I'll just get another one another day. That's what we're gonna do. I'm not about to stress myself out with some crazy ass propagations. We're not about to do that. We're just gonna call that what it is. Try it again another time, y'all. It is what it is. Pour one out for your exstipulatum because it's gone. I'm making such a big mess. Oh my goodness. All right, who's next? The rugulosum, I want to say, had roots that were adequate for this container. So I'm just going to put it in one of these catch pots and pour some water in it. This one's kind of big, so you can't really see it very well, but here's the rugulosum. Shiz done hit the fan, y'all. I done caught the bug, and now I can't stop. This is what the Lutherie is looking like right now. Pretty sure it's dead. If I pull this out and there's no, like, hope, then it's going in the trash, too. So I'm gonna just see what this is looking like. Oh yeah, that's like dead. So pouring out for the Lutherie too, y'all. All right, who's next? I'm like running out of room. I need to get a trash bag. Okay, so the next thing is this cute little Epipremnum flame. I won this for free in a Facebook purge. I just had to pay shipping, so I guess it wasn't like free, but I just paid shipping. Anyway, point is, I'm gonna stick this in pond as well while we're here. So this is what we are working with right now. It's an Epipremnum flame. And Epipremnums are like known to grow slow as all heck. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna just stick it in this cup. The cup's got some slits in it, but they look small, so I'm not tripping. I'm just gonna reduce, reuse, recycle. I'm like not really worried about reusing it. I think it'll be fine. If not, I'll eat my words later. Again, it only affects my plant, y'all, so don't spaz out on me, all right? It's gonna be okay. I just had to go get some more water. So I'm gonna do like a deep water first. Yeah, all right. I should label this too. I'm going to reuse this little tag. I'm just gonna cross it off. It's gonna be all right. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. I don't remember now. Oh well, that's what it is today. All right, so that's done. Let me like get my life together. What is happening right now, genuinely? Let's see what's going on with the Angramurcanum. I'm nervous. I really don't want this one to die, but it just looks and feels very limp. So I don't have high hopes, but we're gonna check it out. See if we can do some reviving if need be. A lot of these roots are looking dead. I don't see any new growth. So I'm gonna cut the roots quite heavy because I'd rather it have to start fresh than it rot and die. Feel me? So I'm trying to see, yeah, I'm just gonna cut pretty high up actually. Look away if you don't like chops. We're just gonna get all this dead off. Cut there. All right, this looks dead. Dead. This is definitely dead. All right, y'all, let's see what we can do. Hey, y'all. Okay, so my phone ended up dying last night. I apologize for that. The abrupt ending. I went ahead and just finished up with a lot of other plants, so I think what I'll do is just do another video showing y'all which plants I ended up switching so far. But yeah, I just wanted to end the video appropriately. Pretty sure it's a long one. I'm gonna have fun editing that. Anyway, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.